G'day folks and welcome back, and a big warm welcome to my new subscribers and a big warm welcome to my old subscribers. We enjoy every single one of yous and we appreciate yous all. I'm KC and today we've got Big Keg's El Camino on the bench. About time, isn't it? Anyway, what we were going to do, we were actually going to try and save this paint when I mentioned it in a video when they arrived, because these cars were in a box on the footpath ready for the trucks to come around and pick up everybody's junk that they were throwing out. I happened to mention it to Big Keg about, oh, if you ever come across any cars, bro, I'd be cool with those. And guess what? Legend, he did it. He sent them to me, a box of cars. So this is just one of them. Now this is a 1999 on the base, so it makes it 22 years old. Yeah, as you can notice, there's rust in the axles and there's various chips on the points of the front fenders and the rear quarter panels here, there and everywhere, and the glass looks a bit scratchy-atchy. So we were going to save the paint, like I said, but guess what? We're going to strip it off. We're also going to get rid of that wing out of the back. We're also going to get rid of that engine out of the back. But we will use that engine in another build somewhere along the line when we cut the top hat off it and turn it around the right way. Needless to say, the wheels is the street and strip set of wheels, wheel riders is going to go on it. You see the rust coming out of the right hand front wheel there as it goes around. So yeah, be sure to go and check his channel out. He's a cool guy. There he is there, Big Keg, and he picks and does all sorts of cool stuff, so I'm sure you will enjoy his channel. So without further ado, let's get him to bits. Now another thing I forgot to mention, if you see that rear bumper how it's twisted, the base plate on this is actually also twisted a bit, so we will fix that as well. Righto, let's get him in park. Okay, job done. In bits, drilled, tapped, bolted, all good to go. Now you'll see here, you'll see on the leading corners of the mudguard there, either side and the front fenders, if you want to call them that there, and a couple of chips across the hood on the tailgate, and also on the top corners of the tail lights and that sort of stuff. Most of the leading edges, like they get chipped when they're being played with. All of the chrome there needs to be redone. Down the side there, these chrome plates here, we're going to paint them the same colour as the car because I don't want them chrome, and we will level that rubbish off out of the back there and level it so it does like have a tray in there. Now you'll see what I mean by that base, how it's twisted. See that there? Yeah, so no doubt we'll fix that up so we can get it sitting nicely. We'll also do something with the interior. They're the wheels that are going onto them. So there we go. Righto, so we'll get into it and get him stripped and get the body naked and that sort of stuff there, and we'll come back and we'll be flicking along, flat stick. Okay, just had to show you this before we did any further there. I sat there for ages reshaping that whole base to get that set nice and properly. I had to retension this unit here so it would actually hold it down flat. So now it's all sitting in, it's not going like this when it's on the bench. It's all twisted. By the looks of it, when I got in there, it looked like someone tried to twist it with a screwdriver. And then actually from the factory, up in here, there was big tabs on the base, on the Diecast base there, that was actually making the base hang down too far. And also on that plastic unit there, so I filed that off inside and that there, so we got it down. Righto, let's get it to the strippers. Okay, so we've got all the body done, rid of all of the overcast lines and the dags off it and cleaned all the windows out. Now you'll see I've got that mast out at the back. I've polished that back panel across the back to cover the tail lights because I didn't want any paint or anything getting in there in the road, and it looks like it's got an SS in the middle, so they must have come out in an SS, this El Camino. I don't know too much about them. There's the interior there that we've fixed up. Base is going to be painted black on this here, and the bumper bar on the back will be chrome, of course. We also got rid of all of those 8 exhaust pipes out there that were sticking out. Alrighty, and then we'll go across to the other bit. This is the back of the ute. We've got all that stuff cut out. We've got a bit of filing and sanding to go, and then we've got our polystyrene sheet there, and we'll put a little square in there to cover up all of those holes, and that way it just looks like inside the back of the ute now. Alright, and then we'll do the chrome on the front of course, and then down the sides will be painted the same colour as the car. And there's the colour. Acid Rush. We're going to do a matte black, so we'll put the primer of course, and we're going to do a matte black, and that way the gold won't look so bright and it'll give it a deep look. Oh, we'll keep cracking along. And I forgot to mention there that I've masked out those vents on the grill vents on the bottom there because I want them to be chrome with black inside them. Oh. Okay, it's all in primer. We'll do the base black as well, like we're saying, and all that there base. And then once we've done the black on that there, we'll pull the masking tape off and clean it, and then I'll remask it again, and then we'll put the gold on there, and then I'll get my little cotton bud and clean off all the areas that I want to be chrome, including the door handles, those vents, and that sort of stuff. And the interior we're going to paint it black because of that grind marks there, so we'll just repaint the whole interior. Alright, just a little bit of a catch up. Now you'll see where I'm going with this here. You see the back mould there through there? On the rear ones they're like that around the tail light, so I've never tempted to leave this black after I've done all of the moulds, but I've done the primer, I've done all the moulds, cleaned them all up. Done the black, cleaned all the moulds off, so that way when I do the gold and I clean the moulds off, I will have a gold edge instead of a grey or a black edge. Does that make sense? And then there's the back of the ute part there, all done. It's bad lighting here guys, I'm sorry about that. There's the base done, and there's the interior done. Righto, we'll keep going along, let's get some gold on. I'll mask that back panel up again as well, and the front and the vents. The rest of the mould I will clean off. And I also use the micro drill bit on the door lock there, as you can see. See if that'll focus up. Come on, be good to me. Alright, anyway, you get what I mean. Okay, there's my mask that I've made, what I call a patch mask. Here it is on the side. That way I've masked everything up there, because I want to paint that saw panel gold. So that one's for that side. I'll just show you how I do it. And then that one there is for the other side. So I'll get the other side done and get the gold on. First coat of Acid Rush. As you can see, I've got the back panel still masked up, and those two little mask patches on the vents. The rest I can shave again. We've done the masking like this, we just got to clear that off, pull the front off, and then we'll do the chrome. So that's them bits sorted out. Last coat of Acid Rush. Right, we've done the windscreen mould, we've done the vents, we've done the drip rail moulds above the doors, we've done the locks, we've done the door handles, we've done the front turn signals and the front fenders, and we've done the rear panel here on the back. So yep, and we've got to do ankle the lights out and all that sort of stuff and everything yet, but we're just going to do that. We'll do one coat of clear first. Okay, all the bits there ready to go back together, and done the down the side of the quarter glass there, as you can see, with the chrome, and that simulates the chrome quarter glass frame. Righto, we'll get it together, and coming up after this is what it looked like before we started. And just a recap, folks, of the Chevrolet El Camino that Big Keg found on his picking trips and that sort of bits and pieces. Links are in the description to his channel to actually see where this car came from, in a box on the side of the street out in the road. They'll be picked up and taken to the tip. So coming right up after this is what she looks like now. There we go, folks, she's all done. Let us know in the comments what you think. Now, there'll also be a link in the description to Big Keg's channel, the chap that sent me these, so go and check his channel out. There'll also be a link in the description for the video of where these cars came from, because these were on the sidewalk footpath in Australia, in a box for the rubbish buyers to come along and pick up and take it to the dump and bury it for the rest of its life. So between Big Keg and myself, we saved it. Now, I did a bit of research on this as well. It came up as a 1968 Chevrolet El Camino SS 396 big block. So cool. So cool. So please don't forget and go and check those out there. And what we'll do is we'll stop him spinning around and we'll get some close-ups. Okie dokie. Let's pick him up so we can have a look at the front there. We did all of the front like we were saying to you there. There we go, ski. And all those moulds, all the moulds around the windscreen, and also the tops of the doors and the door handles and all that sort of stuff there. I painted the chrome pen on the quarter glass there so it simulates the frame. That's all the original alloy. The only place that we used the chrome pen was on the quarter glass just there, and also the front panel, because the front panel's all plastic. So we got rid of the chrome down the side and painted the lower sill trays the same colour. got rid of all of the rubbish out of the back. And there's the beaver panel there, came up a treat. Now after I finished clearing it all, and then I went and looked to do the tail lights and all that sort of stuff there, that would have looked a lot better if I would have painted that black in the middle there where the SS was. And then I could have then highlighted the SS in chrome. But anyway, we'll do that on another one later on, and I'll do a few more tricky bits to it now that I'm knowing what this is and how cool a car it is. And also, wow, hasn't it got a story and a half to it? All the vents up there are all the original steel and everything else there. Alright guys, don't forget to go and check out Big Keg, tell him how much of a cool dude he was, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Plus also, if you can, go over and check out my Tassie brothers channel. It's called Johnny V's Customs Garage Tassie. Alrighty, so go and check him out. Also go and check out Big Keg for me. The links in the description to their channels, and also a link in the description to where this car came from, and we've saved it from going to the burial. Alright guys, thanks again for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Look after each other and take care. Just coming up after this, we have a Diecast International Builders preview of, well, you can join us in a couple of builds that are coming up. Thank yous for watching. Bye for now. 5th of November, any Pontiac build with the Diecast International Builders, come join us. We'd love you to join us in any of our builds coming up. We also have another one coming up on the 5th of December, so we'd love you to join us in any builds. You do not need a YouTube channel or Facebook or anything. All we need to do is have this photo before and after. But if you do have a YouTube channel, by all means contact us and join in, or Facebook. We'd love to have you. Thank you.